Hello, crafters. Welcome back to Rebecca's Gift Box. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are on this planet. Depending on where you are. So, we are on, this video is going to be hashtag Junk Journal July. On this continuation, we are on prompt 11, which is fussy cutting. I can sit down not all day, but when I need a project done and I have some specific things that I want for the project, I can sit half a day and whatever it needs to be fussy cut, I will sit there and do it. It is such a relaxing thing to do. It does hurt my fingers, yes, but I still do it because I enjoy doing it. I like to be my projects to be very detailed, especially if I have a vision for it. That's what I like to do. I'm trying not to do so much like a scenery for the Junk Journal July, because I'm not doing a collage. I want to just do little pieces where I can put a piece of paper on something and write something on there, and just put like a little postcard and something like that, and have something written on the postcard, things like that. Here's like a tags here. I can put something in here what I wrote. I can just tape something on here and something that I wrote for that day. So I don't want it to be a collage book. I want to be able to write on some paper and stick it on here, or write on something, and like I can write on this. This here, I would need to put something I could put a little a flip out piece of paper there, or to write on that. This right here, I probably won't even do anything on it. Either way, I probably might maybe even an envelope would do, but something I'd be able to write on. So most of my things that I've done so far has been like collages, where there's no space for me to write. I would have to put something, a flip out or something to write on in order for me to write on that page. So, which I have no problem with. I mean, I love collaging, as you can see, but I want some pages on where I can just write on, where I don't have to add something or a flip in or insert or something like that, where I don't have to add pages to it. So on this one right here, I will leave this side over here empty. I am just going to do something on this piece of paper right here on this side, and we are going to do some fussy cutting. Well, I already did the fussy cutting. Yeah, I did some fussy cutting. So I spent like a good 3 hours fussy cutting some stuff. But it's going to work out. It's going to work out the way I want it to. So let's go ahead and start gluing things down. Here is my sky. I think I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges up real quick, and just so that we'll have some kind of distinction here between the two backgrounds. So this is going to go here like so. So let's go ahead and glue that down. I think I can use my glue stick for this. Let's see if it'll work. Being that it's scrapbook paper, you know, sometimes it won't work if you just use a glue stick, but we're going to try it out and see if it'll hold. If not, I'm going to have to use my glitter glue. Okay, so far so good. Okay, there's that. This definitely, so this is my scenery right here to go over the sky. Yes, I fussy cut that out. It was on a 12 by 12, and I like this kind of scene here because basically, you know, this looks like a sky with a flower and some greenery. Do I have this upside down? But no, I can't do it that way. I want it this way. Alright, so that's how we're doing it. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just going to ink some of these pieces up here so the edges won't look so white. Okay. Yes, I have not changed my dauber yet. It is still. I know, I know, I know. Tell me, ladies. Tell me. Don't yell at me. I know. It needs to be changed. And I'm just too lazy to do it. It's not that I'm lazy. I got other things I'm thinking of. That is the least of my problems right now. I mean, I know it only takes a second. But you know what? As I'm talking about it, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So you ladies can see that I did it. Okay? I have to find one. I think that's what the problem is. I have to find one. And I know I have them because I bought a lot before my store that I was working at went out of business, and they had them on sale, and I'm like, I'm buying a bunch of these because I know I'm going to need them. So that's what happened there. Let's get this down here. Okay. Alright, so that one won't cooperate. Okay. Oh, I can't even do that yet. Because I have a bike that I fussy cut it. And this bike is going to go right here. Like so. So the bike is flying. Yes, the bike is going to be floating. And I don't have no one sitting on the bike. So, didn't think that far ahead. But it's all good. So, let me get this glued up here real quick. And then we can put it on the scenery here. Go ahead, Mom. I want this part to be covered because I didn't cut that right. Alright, so that's how that's going to go. So the bike is going in the sky. And you see the basket of flowers right here, right? So the flowers are going to be flying out like that. And yes, I do have some flowers. I fussy cut those flowers, and you will see how small they are. Then that's why it took me so long to do that fussy cut. Okay, that's there. Okay, so here we have our flowers. And these are the flowers that fell out of the basket, well, flying out of the basket, while the bike is flying through the sky. And those are what I have to glue down. So what we're going to do is, most of these are going to be like an edging here, like something like that. So it looks like a continuation, you know, so it won't look so funny. I'm going to put some down here as well, just to cover that up, you know. Put this one down here, put this down here. I could do that. I can do that. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's bring that up. I think I'll do that. Let's put those two down while I have my mind on it. Okay. All right, that there. This is going to be here. So now I need something to go in that one spot right there. I think I'll put that there. Some whites. Just in that little spot there so it won't be so dark. Okay. So we're going to travel our way upwards. I need to cover that spot up. But I'm not going to use that. I think I'm going to use this right here. So let's use that. Thought my sky would cover that up, but it didn't do it. So I'm just going to glue these down. They have to look like they're flying out of the basket. Okay. So.
What's up, Jack? Good afternoon.
Hey. That was my cousin, by the way.
What are you doing, dreadlocks? Oh, I'm sorry.
She didn't know. That's okay. Let's say hi to my cousin. That's okay. Okay. Gonna make sure we scatter these things here. But at the same time, they need to be going down because I don't want to go up here because that's where I'm going to be writing. So I'm going to put this one down here at the corner. So I have a viewpoint here where it's where I need to go. And I don't have that few left. Okay. So that's my fussy cut. Now to put down my number. Whoops. That ain't good. I just ripped it. Okay, so it's number 11. And I'm going to put it over here this time. Number 11, fussy cutting. Okay. And I was thinking of a word today, and I don't know what I want to use, but my reading today had a lot of the word trust, so I think that's what I'm going to use today, and I think about stamping it right here. Okay, so we're going to stamp trust. I'm not sure if it'll fit. I might have to go all the way up. T-R-U-S. I don't know. Let's try going across. I think I'm going to have to go down. I'm going to have to go down. Okay. Okay. Stand up, because I want a good impression of this. Okay, let's take these other letters off, because I just need the T now. And it worked out. Okay, good to go. Alrighty. Let's put the ink away. Alright, crafters, I believe that is it for today. Our word for prompt 11 is fuzzy cut. The prompt for the day is 11, trust, is fuzzy cut, but the word for the day is trust, as in trust in the Lord with all your heart, with all your mind, and all your soul. And today is done, and tomorrow, what is tomorrow? The 12th, and that, I believe, is going to be, I think it's mirrored. No, it's dyed. As in tie-dye, I believe. Let's double check. Yes, tomorrow is the 12th is dyed as in tie-dye. Okay, so coloring. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be working on for tomorrow, and I might do it today, so I need to be doing 2 collages a day. So that's what we will be doing tomorrow, or on the next video. Okay, crafters? Thank you for joining me for this collage, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one, on the next video. And as always, crafters, have a blessed day. Goodbye.